Morning. Well, we've packed up from Blackall this morning and we're on our way to Isisford, and we're travelling on the Isisford Blackall Road. This is all cattle country out here. The road we're on is sort of a secondary main road, but it's all cattle grids and big cattle properties. But the interesting thing here, as far as you can see, it's just flat country, low-lying trees. If you look out to the south, you can see a mountain range way out there. You probably won't see it on the GoPro, but yeah, wow, it's just flat and endless country. At the moment, plenty of green grass, obviously great for the cattle at this time of the year. Here we are coming into Isisford. Just a sign there, caution, river prone to flash flooding, and it's the Barcoo River we're actually on. Welcome to Isisford. Well, not very successful this morning. That's a little bit disappointing. So I'm going to head down here a bit further. There's a section of trees in that overhanging the water. So I'm going to try a new spot and see how we go today. So I've got the net all set up again, and we'll take a wander down and try a new area. We can only keep trying.
Oh, shit.
Yep, Tony's on again. Oh, that's better. I'd say she's got another caddy. Yep. Here we are at the Isisford Weir. It's quite an interesting little story to tell about the weir. 12 months ago, they have set up to do repairs to the weir, but in the 12 months, because of the high water levels, they've been unable to finish it off. But we're camped upstream here. This is what they call the lower access road, and apparently it's still impassable at the moment. There are a couple of areas you can't get through, so we've gone through and we go on what they call the high access road, and just brings you in a different level up. Yeah, nice little spot, and a lot of people camp around the areas. We're just heading from our camp into Isisford, and I'll just sort of show you what the conditions are like out here. Certainly a top spot to camp, but as you can see, it's all black soil, and there are a few big bog holes, so people have cut tracks in and around the bog holes. You take it easy in the dry, it's fine, there's no issue at all. You'd probably get a normal van in here. Off-road vans obviously not an issue. But yeah, you can see why when they get a bit of rain, it gets very boggy and very wet and slippery. Hello, we've got someone out here, so we might just pull over and give him a bit of room to get past. We're in the main street of Isisford. Nice little main street. We've got a regional council office here, which is where you get your, where you pay for your overnight camping, which is $5 a night. They've got an Nando's food barn, they've got a pub, a laundromat, 3 washing machines, which is really handy, and we're heading down to the museum just to have a look. Now apparently there's a bit of an exhibition next to the cafe. So we're going to see what that's all about. They've also got hot showers. It's all just been renovated, not renovated, it's all just been built by the local council for tourists. What a fantastic setup. And it looks like they're free. Yeah, wow. All free. Unbelievable. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 showers and 3 toilets. Unbelievable. What an idea. Just come into the Isisford museum. It's above the cafe. So I'm just going up the little ramp here now to see what the exhibitions are. It's laid out pretty good. It's all free. They asked for a gold coin donation. But oh wow. Okay. It shows the history of the town. Old cinema projectors. Oh. It just overlooks the cafe downstairs. Collection of Isisford fossils. What we came up to have a look at was the fossilised crocodile. Here he is. Isisfordia decania, fossil reptile. It's the oldest, I believe it's the oldest fossilised dinosaur found. It's only about 4 foot long. They did grow a lot bigger. But he's estimated to be 92 million years old. It says here, this is a replica of the skeleton of the Isisford decania. More fossils on display. This is the Isisford tarpon. The Isisford tarpon was found by Ian Duncan in the mid-1990s. The fossil was entombed in a large boulder close to where Ian found the first Isisfordia species. Although no fossil bones were visible, Ian decided to crack the boulder open using a crowbar. The boulder broke into 4 pieces, splitting along the plane and weakness created by the skeleton. When the dust settled, the flattened fossil skeleton side was revealed, beautifully preserved on the freshly broken surfaces. In this display is a life-size model of the Isisfordia decania. Here we are at Isisford, the big yellow belly. Isisford is on the Barcoo River and it's renowned for top yellow belly fishing and catching red claw. Tony and I have spent 3 terrific nights here. We caught up some friends of ours that we caught up with about a month ago actually. In the background you'll see the Isisford Heritage Wall. That was set up actually to build this little tourist attraction. Well, here we are. We finally made it to Longreach. Gateway to the outback, home of the Stockman's Hall of Fame, the Qantas Building, Powerhouse Museum. We're going to be camping down on the Thompson River at a place called Apex River Camp. It's only $5 a night. It's just out of town. You can come into town. There's a specialised area set up for a dump point, for putting water in caravans. So it's set up really well. But just a quick look coming into Longreach. Well, here we are camped up at the Apex River Camp at Longreach. The Apex River Camp's it's not a free camp, it's $5 a night, and it's situated out on the Thompson River. It's about 1.5 kilometres out of town. It's a really big camp. There's lots of grassy areas, and there's also over near the amenities. It's set up a bit like a caravan park. They're all unpowered sites, but as you can see, there are miles and miles of sites. At the moment, there's probably something like maybe 40, 50 caravans parked up here, but you can spread out quite a bit. It has only just started to dry out. From all the floods they had, it was very boggy out here like everywhere else, but now it's quite good camping. It's extremely cold of a night time at this time of year, but the daytimes, as you can see, the daytime's really good. I'll just give you a shot of some of the layout here of the amount of vans that are actually parked up here. Thompson River is just through there. It's only probably 200 or 300 metres. There's not a lot of access for fishing if you're into yellowbelly fishing. Thompson's renowned for its fishing. Just while we're walking over to the bridge, Tony and I spent a couple of days here in Longreach. Really good shopping facilities. They've got a good IGA. There's a couple of fuel stations. The normal things you'd expect in a big town. What we did find though was the people were very friendly, and it's nice in a bigger town to meet friendly people like that. It makes you sort of feel welcome. As I said, this is our last day here today. We head off to Winton tomorrow. As you can see, it's a big river. But as I said before, where we are camped here, the access to the river is very limited if you want to land base your fishing. It's just because of all the weeds on the bank. There's only a few spots you could actually go to throw a line in. Now, we were watching people here the other day when we got here, and they were catching quite a few just off the bank down here and across the other side of the river. One bloke brought in a rather large yellowbelly, and as you can see this morning, I hope you can see them, there's a couple set up there already doing some fishing. This bridge isn't accessible to vehicles. It's cut off at the moment, so it's just for walking access only. So there's the Thompson River. That's where a lot of people were fishing yesterday. They're catching red claw here again, and you've heard me talk about red claw before. They are really good.